Welcome back, everyone, to what will hopefully be the final episode of the Dhenijanraj campaign, in which perhaps, maybe in this episode, I'll learn to finally say Dhenijanraj. Nah, I won't learn how to pronounce it. In which I just want to thank everybody for making it through this journey, because it has been a journey. Like, holy crap. Wow. What a mission tree. And so, to finish this off, I think there is nothing better... Oh, well, I was gonna say we could just... we could go to war with 1Geo one more time. Maybe. But I have an easier way to do that. And I think it's quite fitting that our time with this nation is starting to come to an end when the Enlightenment is coming to bear, as the people no longer need our guidance, or we're becoming a postmodern empire at this point. And so what I was waiting for is, one, for the Raj cohesion to fix itself. There might actually be a simple way to do this. Nope. Already clicked the button. Oh well. It's growing, so there's no need to worry. But I think what we're going to do is just wait for... we might as well do another war for kicks and giggles. Why not? And we'll do it instead of with 1Gia, with Biketagon, who maybe we can fully kill them off if we get lucky. Not with those generals. So we'll throw everything we have into this one last war. Nah, no we won't. I can't be bothered to put that many troops in the field. We'll just let our subjects take care of it. Speaking of which, I don't know where all my armies are. Thank goodness we win anyways. Okay, so all final things that we have to get done is we... Oh, don't attack that area. No. Go away. Dang it. Alright, call in every single person we have, rush to that area, don't let it get devastated. That's the area I was planning on deving later. Son of a... He found the one thing that I was annoyed about. Oh, and the revolution's come. Nice. I hate the revolution. The revolution makes me so... Well, actually... I hate the revolution less than I hate heavies and admirals, but I still don't like it. I still don't like the revolution. And we could rebuild the Golden Highway and extend our development time, but why would we do that? When instead we can just crush 1Gia's soul a couple more times. Okay. There's our full army to bear. All we need to do is continue sieging the crap out of 1Gia. And we could probably just get out right now. Do I want to get out right now? No, I want to make the borders just a little bit cleaner if I can. Although I won't get all the prestige. But who cares? This war is mostly just built to take time. And listen to some amazing music by Paradox. Which I will admit, that was a problem I had with this campaign. Usually I know what to, usually I know what music to go with for a campaign, but I gotta say, searching up Indian soundtracks is surprisingly difficult as a non-Indian person. It was difficult to look for Indian video game music soundtracks. So I went pretty much out of my way with this one. And that's something I strive to do these days, is to come up with some kind of unique soundtrack for each playthrough I do. I'm trying to think if there's been any in the past. If I ever don't know what soundtrack to go with, then I go with the Paradox tracks, because they're just so universal. And Paradox tracks slap. Okay, so pretty soon... Stop killing my armies. This is why you have to die, old man. Because even though my armies are terrible... Oh my... How close are we to accepting? Screw it! That's crazy. Please don't die. He's gonna die. Yep. Oh, he didn't. Quick, run, run. Run, Forrest, run. Nice. We got a fort somewhere that now we can peace out with Wangji. And we'll get all the prestige we need. He rejected it, of course he did. How about now? Yeah, awesome. Cool beans. Okay, that gives us all the prestige we're gonna need. Tell me Raj cohesion is fixed. Close. At this point we need only finish Lectagon. Ooh, it's my hope that we'll be able to full quorum in this war, yes. Make the borders look pretty. I've had no other goals this campaign except that. Which I can't believe we started off with like 3 provinces, broke. Well, we were never really broke throughout the game, to be fair. Okay, there's that final stronghold. And what we can do is bash that in. With this, he'll be dead. And the borders will look great. Which, funnily enough, the end mission gives you claims on all of this area. Except we've already done it. I'm fully expecting it to give something like core creation cost. But I promised myself I wouldn't spoil it. So I won't, for myself. Okay, and that should fall any second now, just as we get the... whatchamacallit that we need? The cohesion any second now. Nice. That's that. And we will kill him dead. Okay. And finally we'll split it up. Oh, I reckon right along this. Try and make the borders semi-acceptable. Okay, that looks gorgeous. Give him that final province. And Fei 10 can take the balance. Which he's terribly in debt for now. That's pretty funny. Okay, and give him just a little bit more. Nope. Too highly developed. That's quite fine, as we've still got some land over here to give out, so we'll give that to Hao Alnak. Still not sure if that's his name, or if I've been terribly butchering it this entire time. But I've butchered every other name, so it's no big deal. No big deal. And okay, there is that almost dealt with. That's all done. And we'll get like 5 missions done all at once here. These are only angry because they're constantly burned down, but I think those are the only 2 left. Maybe. And I still can't believe Balrajin's Sonorge. That is cursed beyond. That is definitely not what I had in mind for him. My son. Unbelievable. Oh, why'd the cohesion go down? What? No. Alright, it's quick. I know how to fix Balrajin. That's a simple one. Just find his cheapest province and have it. Okay, that's Balrajin fixed. Fate 10 needs a little fixing. Just dev up his only provinces, okay. Fate 10's happy. The other way we sealed the deal there is by improving with them. Sempronong, that's simple. Just requires a bit of that. Okay, that's Sempronong dealt with. Next would be Karanadam if we need to. Except we're getting 0.2 per month. So that'll take, if even, a year to complete. Which is a good thing because it really is that time of the game where when every single country has almost 1 million troops each, the game really starts to taking it, chugging along. And this is also the reason why I rarely, if ever, will play a game past 1700, mostly because of performance issues. It's more like, not performance, I'd prefer to go more than 3 years an episode, if at all possible. Sometimes it just doesn't happen to be possible. Also the main reason why I don't enjoy playing Mew and Tax is it just goes too slow. Okay, as soon as that gets bada bing, bada boom. And there we go. Cohesion is dealt with. Middle castes will be happy, and the ministries will also be happy. Let's do this. And I've already read that. Thankfully, oh my... No, never mind. When the first human tribes began to settle in Rehen, the holds of the dwarves were already old. Friendship and cooperation between the burgeoning human kingdoms and venerable dwarven clans led to the rapid rise of human civilization on the northern plains of the subcontinent. The Karayuna's banks transforming from jungle and prairie to cultivated fields in only a few short generations. Dwarven law, technology, and art were adapted by the early Raheni and mixed with their own religious beliefs. Wait, what? The ancient not Indians were culturally dwarves. The dwarves, for their part, gained new markets for their goods. Of course they did! Mercenaries to aid them in squabbles with subterranean monsters. The orcs weren't around at this time, and access to a vastly expanded food supply. Though the relationship has not always been without squabbles, humans and dwarves began and continue a relationship of cooperation in Rehen to this day. One uniquely human institution that never took hold among the dwarves and the castes is the caste system, even after their mighty empire declined and they were forced out of their holds. Living alongside humans did little to correct the dwarves' stubborn streak on this matter. I can think of many other stubborn dwarves. Though highly integrated into our society otherwise, the dwarves continued their clan-based, nepotism-ridden customs, and were always viewed as an oddity for refusing to join the rational order of the castes. As of today, that oddity is ended. With the signing of the amendments of Reashafol, the caste system has been rewritten, and the dwarves formally folded into the superstructure of our society. Professions and bloodlines have been catalogued, wealth counted, and census taken, and each dwarf now has a place as solid in Rehen as a Harimraj or human. In this, the harmony of the Raj increases, expanded like the blossoms of a blooming lotus, to encompass ever more of the world. Such as it should be, and we even get a free stability! We're already at the top. And we get 750 mana points, and more stuff. The Raj ministries are perhaps the most expansive bureaucracy on Halan. with tens of thousands of functionaries employed directly by the state and directing every aspect of its functioning. Traditionally, the competence of individual ministers has been assessed in a series of civil service exams that must be completed to qualify for advanced and prestigious postings. When the ministries were revived as an imperial institution under Rommel Pilar I, the civil service tests were consolidated into one vast academy and testing hall located in the Ramirta, the Hall of Examination. As ever more land comes under the control of the Harimraj, we will need more highly trained ministers than ever before. We must invest into our teachers and facilities in the Hall of Examination, and modernize educational techniques to produce ever finer graduates for our empire. That gives us advisor costs and possible advisors. That would have been helpful about 30 missions ago. Okay, and we'll take a brief break here to fix something real quick. Upper Yanshen region. Pretty sure that's just referring to... yeah, this one. Okay, all that needs to be done is converted, which will be finished soon enough. The Golden Palace of Dhenijanraj has been a symbol of Harimari rule over the subcontinent for hundreds of years. The monumental building began construction during the reign of Maneva... oh, wait, what? As we begin to put the chaotic years of the Blood Lotus Rebellion behind us, a question remains in the minds of many of the ministries. What are the dwarves? Recently admitted to the caste system, but excluded from the upper caste, the recent turbulence of the Blood Lotus, some 50 years ago, has raised the question of whether dwarves should join humans and Harimari as rulers and warriors of Rehen. Several prominent dwarven merchants and artisans have made formal positions to this effect, and the cause of the dwarves is taken up by the folk of all races who believe the sons of the Peridot and Amethyst to be as Reheni as the rest of us. And so we extend upper caste to the dwarves, which give us monthly artillery combat. That's great. A strict Harimari supremacist, Emperor Manava believed that the bickering and petty lords of Rehen would only remain subservient to the Lotus Throne if they were overawed by its splendor. And so he set out to create a palace that would be a physical symbol of his impeachable authority. The structure took 76 years to complete, but when Manava's successors laid the final stone, the Golden Palace was the finest construction built in Molest since the time of the High Gods. Since then, the palace has been terrible. Fires, earthquakes, palace coups, and rebellions, oh my. It is time to restore it to its rightful glory and re-envelop the Lotus Throne in the majesty of gold. And we even get some yearly legitimacy, which would have helped quite a bit beforehand. And during the first Harimraj, Venus III the Enlightened founded an innocuous archive of royal records just outside of Sardifat. I think that's over... Sardifat. Yeah, that's here. Totally. This collection would grow over the years, becoming a vast repository of scrolls in all types. The town that sprang up around the royal library at Gunagar would soon become a major center of learning, the largest in the southern realm, and the Rajas that followed Venus kept their personal collections in Gunagar. Although civil war destroyed much of the great library in 465 after the Elantir, parts of the original structure and collection are still maintained there to this day. We should rebuild this once great center of learning and follow in the footsteps of the Rajas as a whole, consolidating scholarship around what will be the greatest library in Rehen. Give myself a second here to breathe. Wait, what? Game? You know what? While it says we're not running a deficit, click the mission. The perpetual outwards expansion of the Harimraj has brought countless new peoples and places within the domain of our empire, but this has created in its own slew of problems. Control of these outlying regions is often best handled directly by the army, while Prabi far from the borderlands grow complacent and their roles redundant. With the Oh man. That's funny. That is exactly what's happened. The Pravi basically became useless as we went on. With the increasingly centralized state and efficient administration, it is time to begin eliminating the privileges of the Pravi and eliminating the autonomy of the lordships. We can shed the medieval institution of delegated power and continue to elevate the supreme power of the Lotus Throne. And we get a permanent +5 administrative efficiency, which almost got gimped because I had to spend so much on making them, the middle caste, happy. Which we can now start revoking. I'd probably get rid of the expanded Synoptia ranks if I wanted to. Okay, and the final mission is these... Oh, wait, never mind. I lied. Okay. Our rule over the Middle Yanhe River has been solidified in recent years, but we now grapple with the same problem that Harimraj did when his Sashtabari conquered Yanshan. The Yan have never been a united people, and regional rivalries abound even among cities separated by only a few miles. Administration of such a region poses constant challenges, exacerbated by our status as foreigners and the diverse religious beliefs that flourish along the Yanhe banks. Yeah, we solved that problem. Overcoming this fractiousness will require concerted efforts to spread the light of the high philosophy and Raheni civilization. But in time, the people will come to see us as the rightful and fair masters of the land, as Harimraj once was. So we've come to the end here. I won't speed this part up, but we will, real quick, just dev to our heart's content. Make sure everything's at 25. Which I can't believe I allowed myself to do this. And it shouldn't matter. Okay, that's one area done. We can turn off that. That's mostly so I don't go insane in knowing which ones actually need to be dev still. And there's another one. Start using admin now. Use the cheap points first. If I knew how to count, I'd know that one can never be more than the other two combined, but I don't really know how to count. We've shown this multiple times. Okay, there's another 25. And that's also 25. Awesome. So it's all of 25 there. I have a feeling we're not going to have the entirety of the points needed to do this. So we'll unpause. Okay, there's another 25. Keep deving up there. There's 25 again. And start with cheap ones, as always. There we go. Okay, that's one final state dealt with, and I believe we only have 5 whole states left to go. I was worried that it would end like this. But I do have a solution. Solution: we just give away the provinces because we no longer need to hold them. That can't seriously be the solution, can it? Yeah, screw it. I can't be bothered anymore. And so we'll give him all this land. Who cares if he's a massive subject? Absolutely ginormous. Okay. And we'll give him the ones we don't feel like developing. So just those. I spent all that time only to give it to him. What can I say? I'm quite lazy when it comes to this. Okay, we could release Rezbek. which we will, because why not? Respect. Oh, you know what would be cool for the final? Respect. It'd be really cool for the final mission if they, like, instantly integrated all of our land for us. And okay, to Riesbeck goes this. That would be amazing. Okay. Looks disgusting. Fulfills the mission I... Come on. Let me finish this game. Anything else? Yes. Over all Hellas, a new order has come. The order of the Lotus Claw of wise and benevolent rule. Despite the trials and tribulations of the past centuries of chaos, the Harimraj has emerged from its crucible, hardened by the flames of disaster. As we solidify our control over our vast holdings, we look both outwards and inwards, out to the final lands once ruled by Harimar and the promised conquest of the East, into the perfection and tranquility of our realm. The last task is before us, to ensure tranquility, domestic and domain, unchallenged, for the glory of the Lotus Throne. And what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Oh. It was not many years ago when the Harimraj appeared to be on the brink of collapse, its governing apparatus hopelessly corrupt and its vassal lords on the brink of wholesale rebellion. It was not many years ago when the Hobgoblins swept away the kingdoms of Shamakan, and looked poised to subjugate the whole of Hellas beneath their iron greaves. It was not many years ago when the land where the high gods walked was divided in faith and law, in philosophy and ideology. It was not many years ago when these things were true. But today is a day when the Empire of Harimar is whole again, when threats both external and internal have been crushed, when dissension of the mind and the body is no more. Today is a day when the Raja in Denjasar is no longer master of Hellas in name alone. Today is the day when peace is assured, prosperity guaranteed for the millions of souls who live under our protection. The first Harimraj fell to the same fighting that almost slew us, but we have overcome. We are the second Harimraj. That they have proven themselves Harimar's rightful heirs. Eternal we reign. There need be none after us. Till the end of the game, we get, really the only thing of value here is the maximum absolutism. And there's one more thing we can do. I'm pretty sure we can just reform into a regular nation. We can... where is it? We can unite the Harimraj. Since the time of Harimar the Great, the Harimraj has been ruled by our people, the Harimari. However, this rule has always been tenuous at best, and our weakness was harshly demonstrated to us during the conquest by the Phoenix Empire. Now, however, our nation is finally in a position to truly centralize the Raj, and build one single united state, under the rightful rule of the Harimari. No longer is the Raj but a squabbling mess of Pravia and Synoptia. Now all shall bow before the Raja of the Harimraj. And I'm pretty sure this is a separate nation, but it's mostly good because A, it gets rid of this awful government. This is terrible. It's so annoying. Do it. And we get fixed. We get fixed things, but we had to get rid of the nice little one we had there. That's A-okay. And oh wait, whoa, you? What is this? Wait, what is this? We get +2 tolerance to the true faith, 20% core creation cost, -5 years of separatism, 10% infantry combat ability, and 10% combat governing capacity modifier, 10% morale, unrest, 3 promoted cultures. Holy crap! Oh my god, we have 15 right now. And finally, we get admin efficiency. Wow. That is a lot of stuff. I dare say that puts us at, gosh, I don't know. As far as core creation costs, that puts us at 50%. That's very strong. And on top of that, we have what will soon be, I believe, 70% admin efficiency. Yeah. Right, because we get, we'll eventually be getting more from absolutism. Absolutism goes up to a max of 30. 30 plus another 10 plus 1. Yeah, so we could go up to 65 administrative efficiency. That's nuts. Plus we get a better... I think this purple's better than the other one. I don't know if I like the new flag, though. But I think that brings us to the end here. And if I had to rate this campaign, wow. I remember these first few years where we couldn't even expand at all. And then we annexed somebody, and then I felt like the king of the world. Because I could finally... Oh man, expansion in those early years. I think that throws off a ton of people with this campaign. But if I had to rate this nation, I would give it a... 7.5. Actually, you know what? Nope. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8 because, yes, the campaign takes a long while, but it does result in some pretty crazy modifiers. I think if you could get this done by 1680, that's a very simple world conquest, because 65% administrative efficiency and a 50% core creation, that's enough for a world conquest, easily. Granted, it would take me another 50 hours to do it, but if that's something you want to do, I'd say that's a great way to go about it. The reason I bumped it up from a 7.5 to an 8, though, is because I had been looking through the patch notes for the upcoming patch, and I noticed they had fixed a lot of the complaints I had when it comes to the mission trees. So, to give an example, the development in the end was reduced from 25 to, I believe, 16, which is quite generous. It fixes quite a bit of problems. Oh, look at that. Yes. Wait, did we... Wait, what? I'm confused. Huh? whatever, EU4. But, thank you everybody for watching. The Elican video is going to be up on Friday. And with that, I bid you adieu.